City Heating and Air has been proudly serving East Tennessee for over 60 years. We use only the best equipment like American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning for your residential, new construction, or commercial needs. City Heat and Air.
Air is the fire.
Well, thanks for checking in with your afternoon weather update. Those overcast gray skies are going to stick with us. Really not going to look at a whole lot of precipitation hanging out with us throughout the day today, but we do have a cold front on the way. Relatively moisture starved. That's storm number 1. Then storm number 2 comes through as we get into our Sunday. So, of course, we're going to keep you posted on that. We'll take you outside, show you a live view at the noon hour anyways from KMNV, Monroe County. Great general aviation day. Actually, the cloud deck's high enough. Still a perfect day to get out and do some general aviation. You can see this, the airplanes kind of firing up. They've been active here so far this morning. And don't forget, you can actually get this live view at that airport and so many other locations with the East Tennessee Weather app online at easttnweather.com. And, of course, on YouTube, you can scan that QR code right there in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it because we have this river of moisture coming on through. But you can see our cold front to our northwest. That cold front's going to be slipping its way into the area as we head into the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning. But as I mentioned, while it's got snow to the north of it, it's relatively moisture-starved. So mid to high-level clouds, breezy. Yeah, the wind's going to be increasing throughout the day. And once again, we do have elevated fire danger throughout the day. We're tracking light rain through the weekend and a big warm-up next week with increasing rain chances as we get into next weekend. So when you talk about elevated fire danger, the National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement. Even though we saw some rain showers, we still have a lot of tender vegetation out there with the gustier wind. As the wind picks up from here on out, it's going to be gusting to about 20, 25, upwards of 30 miles per hour at times. Not enough for a wind advisory or a high wind warning or anything like that. Just a little bit on the breezy side, but dry conditions, elevated fire danger. Lunchtime temperatures have been hovering in the 40s and 50s. We're on our way actually into the 50s and 60s, so it is going to be a little bit warmer today than what we saw yesterday by 5, 10, nearly 15 degrees in some locations. And if you have date night tonight, dinner plans here, running around town, no matter what it may be, temperatures will be in the 50s, so it should be a pretty nice, comfortable evening with a light jacket. We pick up our timeline on our Futurecast, and again, picking up on the clouds hanging out with us here at this lunch hour and beyond. And at times you may look at the radar and say, hey, look, it looks like it's going to be raining. Well, the atmosphere is really dry in the low levels, so I'm not anticipating any rain, but can't rule out maybe a sprinkle or two. When you look at the big picture, of course, we've got that river of moisture sliding its way on through. So forecast low temperatures tonight drop down into the 40s and even some 50s. And then through our Saturday, we're going to continue to hang out with the rain shower. A little bit of light rain early in the morning. We'll have a few light rain showers overnight tonight, and then clearing skies with that northwesterly flow. That's going to usher in some cooler air. We'll experience that cooler air on into our Sunday. Should give us some sunshine. So if I'm a betting man, I think Saturday is going to be the best day for outdoor adventures. Sunday night is not necessarily going to be a bad day. Now, by the end of the day on Saturday, very little rain. Again, some of that may come through overnight tonight. Some light sprinkles, maybe a couple of passing light showers. Most of it's in the clouds and evaporating before it reaches the ground, which is also called virga. High temperatures on Saturday should be trending right around 60 degrees, so fairly average weather on the way as we get into our Saturday. Sunday, we're going to come down a bit, not a whole lot, and then we'll come right back up. Look at next week. Next week, we're going to see a big old warming trend on the way. Now, notice Sunday is about a 30% chance of rain. That's the way it stands right now. Here's the caveat. We are going to see a storm swing to our south. How much moisture can be pushed further to the north? As it stands right now, I think Sunday will bring us a chance for rain south of Interstate 40. So the cold front doesn't provide us a whole lot of rainfall. Here comes our next weather maker, a low pressure system out of across much of the Mid-South. And you can see this model forecast is painting a different picture. Not all of them are doing that and still have some very dry air in place. So really, when you look at the grand scheme of things all the way through Sunday, light rain is anticipated right now, but subject to change on Sunday depending on how much moisture actually really starts to work its way on in. We just don't have a lot of depth of moisture, so I just don't think we're going to see a whole lot. But as I mentioned, subject to change, so make sure you check back in early tomorrow morning. All the way through next Tuesday, not much rainfall. Warmer weather on the way. And then as we round out next week, we're really going to be tracking in some heavier showers and downpours, and that's going to be a little bit more elevated over the next 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 days out. Temperature-wise, by the Climate Prediction Center, your 6 to 10 and 8 to 14-day outlook, how about this? Anybody out there like warmer weather? Yeah, we may be trending above average from 6 to 10 and even 8 to 14 days out. So if you're a big warm weather lover, some solid spring weather is on the way. All right, we've got another weather update at 6 o'clock, so check back in and let's fine-tune that Sunday forecast. We'll have a little bit more information in Of course, check in on the weekend forecast as we get into our Saturday and Sunday, and I'll keep you posted all weekend long. In the meantime, have a great Friday. Hey, it's got a nice little ring to it. It's Friday. We'll see you back here soon. Plan your day with the East Tennessee Weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day parts, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee Weather when you want it.